Hello and welcome! My name is DW and this is my little slice of the internet I like to call Dub's Beauty Diary. Today I have an exciting update for my new favorite project, Project Level Up. This project was created by Sophie Alexandra and I will have her linked in the description box along with the collective playlist for this project. Basically, you start with a palette. You can choose it yourself or you can randomly select the palette, use every shade one time, hit one pan. Then you move on to level 2. Use every shade 2 times, hit 2 pans. Then you move on to level 3. Three pans and use every shade 3 times, 4, 5, and then you can start back over with level 1. So I just started this project last month and I didn't have everything in my iPad yet, so I chose my palette by hand. I had chose the Urban Decay Stoned Vibes. Now, let's see here. I would like to talk about all the shades I used just more than once. I did use all of the shades at least one time. So now we're going to talk about just the shades that I used more than once. So we will start with the first one, Good Karma. This is just, it's like a satin, but it's just a bone, can't even see it on my skin color, a bone colored shade. It worked out well to set my lid and to blend out the edges of my eyeshadow. I used this shade 8 times. Jade I only used once. Opal Aura I only used once. Tiger's Eye, which is my favorite shadow out of this whole palette. It has a pink orange flip. I used this one 2 times all over the lid. Vibes I used once. Antidote I used once. Hex I used 1 time. Bloodstone 1 time. Oho 1 time. Raw Energy I used twice. I ended up really liking this shade. It is like the Tiger's Eye, but instead of orange to pink, it's purple to pink. Very pretty. Mediate I also used twice. And that is just a nice dark base with pink sparkles in it. And Third Eye I also used twice, which usually yes, every time I used it to deepen up the outer corner. So those are the shadows I used more than once. I will post a picture of what my palette looked like before. And here is what my palette is looking like now. Whoops, forgot the brush was in there. As you can see, I did hit pan in the first shade, that matte or that satin skin toned, my skin toned, Good Karma. I wasn't expecting to hit pan on that when I did, but yeah, the only other shades I could see being close would be Tiger's Eye and maybe Bloodstone. But otherwise, everything's got nice dips in it. Just no other pans. So 1 pan and level 1 is complete. So now level 2. I have to I get to pick a new palette. I have everything into my wheel here. What is this? Spin the wheel. And okay, so for my project, I'm only using palettes that I've used before. So these are used palettes. And then for my eyeshadow, Penlo's eyeshadows, I'm using only palettes that I have not used before. So, oh man, I am nervous. Okay, so I have to I'm gonna spin the wheel, find the palette, then I have to use every shade 2 times and hit 2 pans. I have to hit 2 pans. Whew. Okay, my eyes are watering. I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. Spin the wheel. All right, the Estate Bailey Sarian Venice Fling. Okay, let me grab that. Whew, okay. Here's what she's looking like. Estate and Bailey Sarian Venice Fling. The only reason I got this palette was because I loved Bailey Sarian, but now this is not her vibe anymore. Here is what we're looking like. I don't know which ones I'm going to hit pan in yet, so let's just swatch this out. Soul, Bonfire, Rose Tattoo, this is like a summer fall palette, Tan Lines, Ocean Avenue, there's a place off Ocean Avenue where I used to sit and talk with you. Then we've got Toasty. These mats are pretty powdery. So hopefully this works out. Roller Skates. Puppy Love. And Venice Fling. This is our palette. This is our level 2. Oh boy. I think I will hit pan in Tan Lines, which is that this one right here, this matte one, and probably Venice Fling because I can use that as a liner. Maybe Bonfire because it's a nice transition. I don't know. This is going to be very hard. I'm not good at hitting pan, so this is really like pushing me out of my comfort zone. So in that sense, I'm excited, but my other palette, the Stone Vibes, was so easy because it had been like really used. Like I used that, and 8 uses. Like it only took 8 uses. So then I was on fire. I was like, yes, I got this. I'm a panning queen. Like I'm not, but that's how I felt, right? And then I get this palette. These pan sizes are huge. There's barely any disturbance in any of these shadows. Maybe a little bit in this one and this one. But other than that, like, ooh, this is gonna be hard, but I'm excited. I'm up for the challenge. I didn't declutter this, so I obviously like it at least a little bit. Yeah, with that being said, Wish me luck. I can't. And if you are also doing this project, comment down below because I'd love to watch your progress. I love watching these videos. But with that, we will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.